What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Vasily Lomachencko. Get this. Vasily Lomachencko still wants to face Kambosos in June, looking to leave the Ukraine. Wow. Vasily is trying to find a way out of the Ukraine to face the undisputed lightweight champion George Kambosos Jr. in June. And let me look at the full article here. Lomachencko, which is 16-2 and 11 KOs, needs to find a way to safely leave the Ukraine, where he's defending his country from the Russian invasion. Getting out of the country to begin training camp in the U.S. won't be an easy task for the former 3-division world champion. Lomachencko, though, because men between 18 and 60 are required to fight, leaving the Ukraine may prove to be difficult for Lomachencko and highly dangerous. On the flip side, staying to defend is also hazardous for Loma, so he's got a real dilemma. How will Lomachencko stay focused on his training given what's happening in his country? It could prove problematic for Lomachencko to stay dialed in for a full training camp without being distracted, especially in seeing the entire cities razed to the ground by the Russian military machine. Assuming Lomachencko does leave the Ukraine, there's a chance that he could find these very different when he returns to his country after facing Kambosos June 5th. If Lomachencko cannot leave, Kambosos will have to fight Devin Haney. Okay, well, I just posted a video about that. So those guys are set to fight. Let me stop there. I give people the benefit of the doubt. You know, everyone has their own mind. Vasily Lomachencko was already criticized, him and Usyk, because they weren't in the country at the time where when the invasion took place. You know, and as they return, it was war. So, you know, this is the first person that I've seen that wanted to actually leave the Ukraine in order to do something else besides defend their country. Now, we can understand. I know I can understand the pushback that Vasily Lomachenko is going to get. But I can also understand, like, dude, if they're graveling, like blowing and knocking cities to the ground, at what point do you say, hey, let me get my family away to safety because it's better for my family and me versus my country that is being taken over, and it seems like Russia is trying to become the USSR again. It's basically, what do you feel is important to you? Does Lomachencko think that it's that important to fight for some belts or to defend his country? So if he's trying to leave to do that, obviously he feels that it's best to fight. I mean, he's a fighter. That's what he does. That's what he's been doing. That's what he always knew. You know, that and other stuff, but that's what he did as a profession. You know, he was in the Olympics. He was in the amateurs. He's in the pros. So that's what it is. But then the article makes sense. How the hell are you going to focus on boxing when that's happening to your country? You know, that's what you ask yourself. So, and then here's another thing. What if Vasily Lomachenko gets away, which is highly dangerous, and we'll get to that, and he does get over to the US of A or the UK, and he does train, and he goes to Australia and gets beat? What do you think, people, will be the first go-to thing or response that they would say? He's worried about his country that has suffered many deaths, much tragedy. You know what I mean? So, like, it's a lose-lose-lose for Vasily Lomachenko, because he would be considered by most of his countrymen, a lot of them anyway, as a coward that fled. But I mean, he's fleeing to fight, and I think he's fleeing for safety for his family, because maybe he's seeing that, hey, this fight is not winnable for a country that is 2 or 3 times smaller than Russia is. And they're coming in with tanks and missiles and shit like that. Maybe he's being pragmatic, right? You know, so but this has happened before. Look at Artur Beterbiev. His country was graveled and destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So it's bad on all levels. You know, hey, we're not going to win this shit. Let's get out. Let me do what I used to do. But then how focused will I be doing that? So I don't know. It's crazy. I will leave a poll up for you guys so you guys can vote, because it's all about, this is a forum. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. I will do a live stream tomorrow on this topic, because this is it's a touchy topic. You know, it's very, you know, complex. It's not as simple to make one decision. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.